Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. We're going to get this party started. Maybe. 1 second.
I'm going to just sneak back here to see if we can turn it up.
We're going to turn it up. Turn it up. Turned up. We good? We good?
Yes, I was just worried about volume.
Yeah.
Are you going to sign at the same time?
No, I was just saying I am talking to you. Come on, that's on. Good evening, everyone. We're going to get started here in a few seconds. Can everybody hear me in the back? Louder? Louder, 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 louder. Eric? That would help, thank you. Whoa. It's karaoke time. That's a little loud. It seems a bit loud. I think it's anytime I get close to that other mic. So I have to. There we go. All right. That's much better. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, John. All right, we're going to get this started. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. And welcome to the 2021 annual meeting of our Iowa City Area Association Realtors. This meeting is now called to order, and voting for elections of officers and directors is now closed. I will say again, the meeting is now called to order. Hi, Ange. And voting for the election of officers and directors is now closed. They won't be able to hear. You want me to just talk? Better? Okay, here we go. Once again, good evening. Page 2. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please rise, if you would. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Everyone did great. I am Tracy Adams, your 2021 ICAAR President. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this evening. The 2021 inaugural meeting and award ceremony. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce some special guests joining us tonight. Joining us from the Iowa Association of Realtors, we have Jen Burkamper, 2021 President. Byron Minke, 2022 President incoming. Is Krista here? Krista's not here, okay. And Shaner Mangalanis. How'd I do? Terrible? We all know Shaner. I should have just said Shaner. We know Shaner. Thank you, Shaner, and everyone else for joining us tonight. From the Cedar Rapids Area Association of Realtors, we are joined by Kevin Platts. There he is. Jill Monahan, 2021 outgoing president. Sheila King, 2022 incoming president. Raymond Siddell, 2022 president-elect. and Mary F. Link, 2022 past president. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. Next, I'd like to introduce our ICAAR staff. Tyler Warner, Association Executive. CEO, Mr. Tyler, good job. Nancy Timms, Director in MLS and Member Services. Megan Fluellen, Communications Director. Excellent. I would like to take a moment to welcome the new members of our association, and that includes those who joined us in 2020 and 2021. If this is your first in-person inaugural, I would like you to take a moment to stand and be recognized, please. Wow, congratulations, you joined a great crew, obviously. Thank you, we're very happy you're here with us tonight. Last but certainly not least, I would like to highlight our association incredible affiliates. Thank you to each of our program affiliates for playing a vital role, and paying most likely, in our association, and by helping our members best serve their clients. I would like to especially recognize Hills Bank for being our drink sponsor this evening. Give a round of applause. We have several attendees tonight from Hills Bank. Make sure you take a moment to thank them when you can, in line with a beer or a drink. Next, I would like to invite our AE, Tyler Warner, up to the podium, please, to give us an update on our RPAC report.
Thank you, Tracy. How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you. I think this is the first time I've been able to address our membership since my first day, which would have been Ignite Success on December 2nd at the Corville Marriott. So I'm excited to see all of you, and I'm so glad that you're here tonight. So, the RPAC report. This year, the Iowa City Area Association of Realtors has raised $45,744. Hold your applause, because we're not done yet. In addition to that, 62 of our membership has invested in the industry through RPAC. And when this was written, we had 30 major investors, and I believe we have a few more this evening, which all of those numbers are a new ICAAR record. So, round of applause. And I want to take a second. For those of you who became major investors this year, will you please rise for a round of applause? Major investors? All. Now, this is the part where I tell you, if you have not invested in RPAC, you do have a few more months left to invest. So, but there's a few other notable things for our association this year. On top of those records, we also have 2 members that individually get recognized this year. Monica Hayes, who I don't believe is with us this evening, got inducted into the Iowa Association of Realtors Hall of Fame, which is $10,000 of lifetime investment into RPAC. So, and then in addition to that, Vern Folkman was inducted into the National Association Realtors Hall of Fame at the $25,000 level of lifetime investment into RPAC. So applause for them. And I'd be remiss to not mention all of you that have invested into RPAC and invested in your industry. Thank you. Every dollar you commit to your industry protects not only your careers, your aspirations, but also the aspirations of your clients, your customers, and your communities. You're the first point of contact when somebody comes new to town. I know that from experience. And my God, you have been wonderful. So I want to thank you all for your dedication to your industry. Thank you for attending tonight. And that concludes my RPAC report. I'll turn it back over to Tracy. Thank you.
Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate the update. What an amazing update that is. Record-breaking for the year. Congratulations, ICAAR, and all of you. Down, 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 down. I don't know where to put my hands. I'm sorry. Is this good? Okay. I didn't get much to eat. Apparently, I was hungry for the mic. So, thank you, Tyler. Now, where am I at? Now, as you all know, this is a special year for us all. Not only are we excited to be back in person, we're having an inaugural here from last year being virtual. We're here in person. Appreciate all of you coming. But this year, we're also celebrating ICAAR's 100th year. Try to get out of your way. I'd like to take a moment and ask any past presidents of the Iowa City Area Association of Realtors, please stand so you may be recognized. Awesome. Thank you. We have 10 plus at least, I counted. Isn't that a neat list? Thank you to each of you for your commitment and service to the board. In honor of this monumental moment, we have a special video to play. ICAAR as a whole, if you're a new agent, you come in, you're a member of our association, you go through orientation, you get settled where you can actually be part of a community of real estate agents and get to know your coworkers and get comfortable and get your feet wet in the real estate. For a veteran agent, you're going to be leaning on some of the new classes that are coming out from new things that have changed through the laws. Or you're just going to volunteer and help out and lead the way from your experience. I think that's the biggest key, is to be able to give back because of your education and your experience throughout the years as a veteran agent to help others.
When we started, we had what was called a black book. It was like an 8x10 notebook, and it was loose leaf. And every week, the Board of Realtors would send you the inserts. So you knew every listing that came through because you looked at it and put it into the proper place, if it was a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom. And so that was, you really knew the product back then. I was president in 1990, and at that time we were just trying to switch over from that black book to a computerized printed book. And that we didn't have, we didn't use computers at that time, but there was a big dispute. Geez, can we really do this? A lot of people were resisting it. So it was quite an effort. Carla Davis was active at the time as our EO, and she was really instrumental in helping us get through that. And the overall progress was tremendous. I think people feared it more than they should have, but we ended up going to the printed book. And then obviously we went to the computer system later on in my career, which is where we're at today.
Having been president twice, in 1995, and then in 2013, I noticed some similarities and I noticed some big differences. I'd say the one issue that we worked on during both were trying to combine the Iowa City Association and the Cedar Rapids Association into one. Fast forward to 2021, we're still working on that. But I also think we made great strides between then and now in our facility. I mean, we were in a very small place that we rented. By the time 2013 came along, we had this beautiful facility out in Coralville, and I mean, it rivals any across the state of Iowa. And probably the biggest thing that I've enjoyed is the educational opportunity, because back in 95, you almost had to travel to take classes. And classes are necessary. I mean, we're licensed. So now you can almost get every class that you need, whether it's the required classes or any other classes, right here in Coralville. And I'd say those kind of things are the best things that happen.
So I sold real estate as an associate realtor, is what they called it back then, for about 4 years. And in 1979, Jackie and I decided to start our own company. Well, this was a pretty big step. So we decided we had better get some advice. So we consulted with our lawyer, our attorney, our accountant, and our banker, all of whom were men. And basically, they said, in a little more polite terms than this, but basically they said, you're not going to make it because you don't have a man in your company. Well, this just infuriated us and made us even more determined to do well. And so we started with just the two of us in a shabby little rented office from Frida Hieronymus, and we worked really hard. And things went pretty well. And so then we went on and hired some more people, and things continued to progress. And we were very happy that we had done this, because this was the 70s, and in the 70s, women couldn't even get a mortgage unless either their husband or their father signed on with them. So things have obviously changed a lot since those days, but it was a challenge to start out as the first female-owned real estate office in Iowa City. I was president of ICAAR from 1996 to 1997, and I had a very good year. In fact, that year, one of the highlights was that we received a Volunteer Appreciation Award from Governor Terry Branstad for our work on the student house. Now, the student house was a house that was constructed by students from Iowa City High School and West High School and some of the surrounding high schools. We helped to pay the salary of the teacher who supervised them. We bought tools for the students to use, and we gave scholarships. And every year we had a parent-teacher awards banquet, and a lot of these kids really thrived under this, because not all children want to go to college or should go to college, and this gave some of these vocational kids a chance to really utilize their talents. And so we were doing it for the students, but the governor's office did recognize us, and so myself and Barbara Grohe, who was the superintendent of schools at the time, and Carla Davis, who was the executive officer of ICAAR, we went to Cedar Rapids and met Terry Branstad. And here is a picture of Terry Branstad and me back when his hair was black and mine was red, instead of the white hair we have today, accepting that award. And that award, I believe, still hangs in the office at ICAAR.
What I learned was that by being on the board, you became a better realtor because you were thinking about the association as a whole, and you were thinking about how individual realtors behaved and how our association together behaved. And so it was a wonderful thing. Getting into this line of work was more than work. It was a joy. It was a joy. If you serve on the board, you understand the board. You understand the association better. You know what the needs are because you're part of the association, and making that contribution, nobody can ever take it away from you.
Coming in as the next president for this 101 year, I think it's cool to really take hold of the 100 years and what that embodies, and say, okay, now we've got this huge milestone, right? So let's take it to the next huge milestone. And this is step one, and looking back at those 100 years and what has been great and what has been successful and where we are, Mark saying in time, I'm excited to take the greatness that we have, keep that going. What I'm also excited about is to look towards the future and look towards what's coming down the pike as best we can. selling homes is fun, and we all love to do it. That's why we got in the business. But there's a bigger part of just selling homes. I mean, this is dealing with people's lives in the palm of your hands in many cases. And so working towards boosting our membership to recognize those things, to say, you know, you're not just a realtor. That's one part of who you are and what you do. But you're Tom Webber, you're XYZ person. You have other aspects about you and about your life that make you who you are and why your clients are attracted to you. So honing in on those strengths and honing in on what makes that person a great person who happens to be a realtor to help those clients navigate that real estate journey. And I think what the association does great already is provides great education and really leaning in on kind of those strength building and leadership kind of personality type growth oriented ideas is going to strengthen our realtor base. I think with the general public looking at our association and saying, wow, they've been around for 100 years. They've done a lot. And this association is here to stay, and we're not going anywhere, and we're only getting better.
What a great video. That was pretty amazing. Excuse me. Get my president remarks out, I apologize. Good job, Tom. Good job, John. Thank you for Storyline for making that happen for us. The video here we just put together in the last couple weeks, I feel like, but that was amazing. Thank you. What a great look back from our past presidents. 100 years is quite a long time. Everyone should be proud of our journey and accomplishments. I love hearing about our growth and breakthroughs. Blank McCune, first female-owned real estate office. The Black Book that Selig talked about, to computers. Purchasing our own building with our education center. And realizing that we're more than just a realtor, and becoming a leader with the help of our association. So congratulations to us all for a 100-year anniversary. Let's take a look back at this past year, would you? Like Mike mentioned in the video, we were the first association in Iowa to move real estate data, aka the Black Book, to computers. Welcome in, if you watch the videos, www.ICAAR.org. There you go. Thanks, Tyler. We were also the first in Iowa to provide our agents with electronic lock boxes. And this year, our current board approved to lease CentraGuard lock boxes that will better adapt to our smartphone technology of today and continue to help our homeowners be safe and informed. Building on technology, your association added a new analytical tool for our agents within the MLS, giving our members a better way to serve the clients by providing a picture of the market in real time. When we educate our buyers and sellers and the public, the conversation needs to be from the data that is telling us about our local market. This in turn helps you with your clients and puts us all in a better position moving forward. In addition to our analytical tools, we placed greater emphasis on sustainability by creating a task force to revamp our MLS fields. This will provide you with newer and more up-to-date options when you list a home, including green and smart home technologies. They'll be rolling out soon. Also made evident in the 100-year anniversary video, education has, yeah.
Who's struggling to hear? Anybody? Back in the back? If you could just put the mic a little bit closer.
I will, thank you, appreciate that. Also made evident, can you hear that now? Jared, can you hear me? All right, I'll do my best, thank you. Education has grown to be a staple in our association. And this year we broadened our scope and input from different committees, helped diversify our education offerings. Our commercial roundtable provided opportunities to learn more about the future of development by taking the NAR Smart Growth for the 2021 Century course, and made it possible to hear updates on local government from our city managers. Additionally, we put a greater emphasis on diversity, equality, and inclusion this year. Raise your hand if you completed the Fairhaven Challenge. Fairhaven Challenge, thank you. No. But thank you very much for all that have. Nice work. We had 49 members complete the Fairhaven Challenge, furthering our commitment and focus on fair housing. Furthermore, our association provided opportunities to hear from the author of the investigation report, The Long Island Divide, from Bill Dunham, to learn about the team uncovering the real estate practices of Long Island area and the impact on our industry. We also heard from the professor in the University of Richmond spearheading the Mapping Inequality project and how they compiled historical data of redlining and its ongoing impact on communities throughout the U.S. Finally, we established the DEI, Diversity, Equality, Inclusion Task Force, that will help continue to take a closer look within our own membership and association as a whole and make recommendations to our leadership on how to improve, collaborate, and fully embrace all perspectives from all walks of life. In all, our education committee organized and provided a whopping 115 continuing education hours, and your association was also able to utilize several NAR grants totaling up to $7,500. One cool milestone this year is we topped 500 association members and 600 MLS subscribers for the first time. With that, we placed a greater emphasis on communication with our membership. You all had the pleasure of listening to Tyler and I try to provide updates through our social media to enhance our community engagement. Some highlights include providing funds for the historic West Branch Community Development Group for new banner flags in the downtown area. You're welcome. Providing over 6,000 in scholarships to graduating seniors within the ICAAR service area. Sponsored 4 of the Iowa City free lunch programs, and many of you know that as the 1105 Project. Hosted a blood drive for the University of Iowa DeGowan Blood Center. Provided funds to the Shelter House through the Realtor Foundation of Iowa. Made contributions to the Beverly Carter Foundation in honor of Realtor Safety Month. And provided a holiday experience, or will be, to 13 deserving families through ICAAR Bring Home the Holidays. Last but not least, our award-winning YPN continued their success by raising over $6,000 for our DVIP, Domestic Violence Intervention Program, at their annual Bags Tournament. Also, Wake Up with YPN has gained a greater audience, with quality speakers ranging from local community voices to industry leaders. I can go on, and I obviously have, but I think you all understand what a great steps that we've made this year. And it has been a year, hasn't it? Let's all think back for the first half of the year. Pretty crazy market here, isn't it? Now let's think about adding everything on top of what I just mentioned to our buying and selling, helping buyers and sellers, and what we accomplished this year. Would you please help me with a round of applause to say thank you to our committees, volunteers, affiliates, board of directors, and staff for your hard work and dedication making this past year a success. Obviously, working together can definitely get things done. And personally, I want to thank you all. It's an honor to have been your president this year. Thank you. I did put mic drop there, but I won't drop the mic because I have to keep going. And with that, I would like to move on to our awards and recognize some of the new award winners for this year, 2021. Please note, we are taking photos over here to your right, my left, of award winners at the end of the evening. So if you are someone being recognized this evening, please stick around after. First, we'd like to recognize our committee chairs for the past year. We have each done an amazing job in leading our committees. 2021 chairs, please join me up front, please. If you are a committee chair. Please join me up front. Who's coming up front? Who's coming down? All right, Rich, come on down, Phil. Just line up like you're, yep, there you go, perfect. Rich, I don't know how you did it, but you are the first person. Bylaws and forms. Rich Volgenstein, take a bow. Adam, budget and finance, Adam Petores. Budget and finance, sorry, Adam Petores. There he is. Commercial, Mark Lynch. Can see him tonight. Community outreach, Emily Farber. Education, Joni Eubank. Where is she? She was here. Member Services, Derek Schroeder. There's MLS. Sorry, MLS, Phil O'Brien. Hold your applause, you importantly. Political Affairs, Jason Hayes. And YPN, coming off the award-winning year, Whitney Stormer. Thank you, each and everyone, for your service. Thank you so much. Next, I would like to recognize, where's he going? We'll get it figured out. Next, we'd like to recognize those who are finishing their current term on our board of directors. Please join me up front as your name is called. Jared Ruth. Yep. Ending a 3-year term, Jared fulfilled after a special appointment. Thank you so much, Jared Ruth, for filling in and doing an excellent job. You were supposed to be right here.
I can hear you much better now.
Okay. Thank you, Jared. Ending his term as immediate past president and concluding his time on executive team, Eric Malloy. Don't get a picture, it didn't happen. Thank you, Eric. Eric's been great for me to have it be a sounding board for the past president, and what he does as past president, just to listen and help, and that's what he did for me as president, so I appreciate his ongoing support and help. Thank you, Eric. Ending her term as a 2-year director, Leslie Fitzpatrick is not here, but we all want to give her a round of applause. If she's watching at home, say thank you so much for your contribution. Next, we'd like to honor members who are receiving their 25-year pins this year. These pins are to highlight those who have been members of the National Association of Realtors for over 25 years. Please join me up front to receive your pins. First off, Jill Armstrong, Skogman Realty. She was here. I swear she was here 20 minutes ago. We'll get here in a second. Patty Elliott, Elliott Realty Group, not attending, okay. Charlotte Howard, Elliott Group, not attending, okay. Connie Larson, Home Team Advantage Realtors. Connie Larson, Home Team Advantage Realtors. Nope? Okay. Terry Larson, Levitt Krager Realtor. Jill Armstrong, Skogman Realty. Come on over down, Jill.
You get this.
Oh, goody. Thank you.
Thank you, Jill, a 25-year pin. Terry Larson, 25-year pin. Thank you, Terry. Please have your picture taken, if you would. Rob McCain, Urban Acres. Quit clowning around. Duder does not get 2 pins for being Duder and Rob, so. Stacy Schrader, Caldwell Banker Real Estate Professionals. Hey-o. Congratulations, congrats. Congratulations. Sorry. Stephanie Sersland, Caldwell Banker Real Estate Professionals. Feels like 5, I bet. Phones, please. Is that Shaner? Shaner? Okay. Mark Simpson, Rule and Rule. Thank you, Mark. Shelly Strub Alberts. Shelly Strub Alberts, Levitt Krager, 25-year pin. Nope. I didn't see him yet. Mike Van Dyke, Watts Group. And Lynn Weinstein, Blank and McCune. Thank you all for your 25-year pin. Please grab a picture if you can. Let's congratulate everybody for contributing 25 years to our association and being part of NAR. Now, on to our award recipients of the night. If you receive an award this evening, please come up to be recognized, and then step to our side of the banner to have your photo taken, as we've been doing all night. The first award we're giving out is Gold Star Awards. We have 5 Gold Star recipients tonight. These realtors have been nominated by their peers for being some of the best colleagues to work with. These members know how to handle an offer professionally. They are easy and fun to work with. And overall, each of them make us proud to be in this business together. Tonight's Gold Star recipients are, I've been in a, sorry. Stacy Schrader, Caldwell Banker Realty President. Congrats. Congrats. And I apologize, we do not have the Gold Stars trophies today. There's a supply chain, apparently, issue. We will be delivering, hand-delivered with cupcakes and I'm sure balloons. Right, Tyler? Yep. We'll have our pictures taken. Thank you. Yeah, Photoshop it. Oh, my God. Wow. We need to make sure everybody does that now. Kathy DeVolk, Rule and Rule. Is she here? Not present? Congratulations. We'll get you a trophy as well. Number 3 out of 5. I love the hesitation because I remember sitting there going, gosh, say my name. Say my name. Nope. Eric Malloy, Exit Hawk, really. Congratulations, Eric. Little fun fact, first award for Eric. I can't believe it either, but congratulations, Eric, on your Gold Star. You deserve much more than over the years. Number 4 out of 5. Kayla Fisher, Levitt Craig Realtors. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Of course.
That way.
Well-oiled machine. Last but not least, we got to do the dance. There you go. Perfect. There you go. Number 5, Emily Walsh, Keller Williams. Congratulations to all of our Gold Star Award winners. Thank you for being some of the best in the business to work with. The next award of the evening is a Distinguished Service Award. This award recognizes someone who not only participates in association activities, but is considered a local leader whose service, commitment, and involvement in our community is extraordinary. This year's recipient of the Distinguished Service Award is Joni Eubank, Skogman Realty. Congratulations, Joni. Not with your name on it. No, you're good. They push yours through. Congratulations to Joni. Let's give her a round of applause. Are you reading this stuff?
Oh, yeah. Yep. This is my part. All right. So the next award is the Staff Appreciation Award. But before I go and read my monologue here, I want to make sure, can everyone hear me? Applaud if you can hear me. We're good in the back? Can you hear me in the back? Okay, cool. All right, thank you. So, the Staff Appreciation Award goes to a member who has gone above and beyond in their role within our association to ensure the mission that they've been tasked with exceeds expectations. This year's recipient not only answered the call, but was persistent in the pursuit of excellence. So I'm just going to go ahead and announce this year's award winner, our YPN chair, Whitney Stormer, Levitt Crager Realtors.
Congratulations.
I can hear you.
Good job, Whitney. Congratulations. Well deserved, great job. Next, we have our Professional Newcomer of the Year. This award recognizes someone who, with less than 3 years in the industry, is already exhibiting high standards of professionalism, involvement, and participation in the association. This year's recipient of the Professional Newcomer of the Year is Brandy Radcliffe, Levitt Krager. She's stunned. Come on down. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Brandy. The next award is the President's Merit Award. This is one that is, as I, as president, get to honor someone who has helped me in the past year of being president. Well, this award is given to an individual. I kind of read that. That's great. Not only we want to acknowledge this year, but I would like to broaden the award and recognize someone and honor someone who has affected all of us over the years. This year's President's Merit Award goes to an individual who is always willing to help everyone who walks through the doors, literally. She knows every UPS, FedEx, and mail person on a personal level. Her infectious smile is present every morning to everyone she sees. I'm willing to bet before showing time was implemented, she could recognize everyone's voice and greet them with a warm personal touch. In the past, when it was your birthday, she would Photoshop your headshot on a funny picture we have next to our sign-in sheet at the front desk to make you feel special. I still have the one, I kind of look like Tom Cruise in Top Gun. That's great. She handcrafts neck warmers for fundraisers, Halloween costumes for kids, face masks during COVID. She'd personalize it, and at some of the agents' disappointment, she has won our Movember Chili Cook-Off multiple times. Her commitment doesn't stop within our walls. During the struggles to keep track of lockboxes, she shared her method with other offices to keep track of their own lockboxes. No matter who you are or what you need, she's always offered her assistance. I don't know if she remembers this, but once, just once, she asked for help years ago. She needed me to switch out the empty Colligan water cooler jug for a new one. It was a little awkward to lift, and when I went down to pick it up, I split my dress pants down the backside. We laughed and laughed, but she never told anyone, and she also never asked me for help after that. The list goes on, and I'm sure we all have our favorite stories, but I want to take this moment to recognize Mary Bartlett. Cheering up. From everyone in this room and watching at home, we want to say thank you for being a positive beacon and a staple in Iowa City real estate. And we already congratulated her, but thank you, Mary Bartlett. Promised I wouldn't cry. Okay. The next award of this evening is our Lifetime Achievement Award. This award is given to someone who has an exceptional record across their career in real estate and has consistently been involved in and participated in both the association and our community and is considered a leader amongst our membership. This year's recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award is Tim Lehman, Coldwell Banker Real Estate Professionals. I swear he was looking at his phone and shocked with that. Congratulations, Tim. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our last award this evening, the Realtor of the Year Award. This award is meant to recognize someone who has professional image, high principles, faithful to the laws and regulations of association and code of ethics, and the furtherance of principles and good real estate practices. Here to introduce this year's Realtor of the Year is last year's recipient, Laura Cerati.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Yes. Whoever decided on these blue bands, I don't know if it's a good or bad idea, but I think I can feel my legs. Anyway, I am honored for the opportunity to introduce this year's Realtor of the Year Award recipient. This year's recipient was described as always ready to do the right thing. In a transaction, as a friend, a colleague, and as a community member. Some refer to this person as quiet or reserved, but always willing to lend a hand and willing to meet up for lunch. I wonder if they pay. Anyway, they are heavily involved in affordable housing opportunities for those in need in Johnson County, serving the board of directors for the Housing Trust Fund of Johnson County, and they are a faithful supporter of the Shelter House. The recipient has served on numerous ICAAR committees in their real estate career and is currently serving on the ICAAR board and MLS committee. They are also serving their company as broker of the corridor office. Lastly, serving the need in the community with an inside dog park called Walk Canine Community. If you haven't figured it out already, or if they haven't figured it out already, this year's recipient is the one and only Phil O'Brien.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
did.
I
Thank
said.
you so much.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it. Yeah. Is this okay? All right. Thank you very much. I'm terrified to be up here right now. But thanks for the heads up, gang. Could have used a little time to prepare a speech or something. But thank you very much. I mean, I don't deserve this, but this is amazing. And yeah, I want to thank the board. I want to thank the staff, Nancy, Megan. I mean, you guys have been great. So I'm forgetting names right now because I'm a little nervous, but that's okay. But yeah, thank you so much. The fam, yeah. Yeah, thank you very much, my family over at Urban Acres here. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Look at him sneak out the back. Congratulations, Phil O'Brien. Again, congratulations, award winners this evening. It is individuals like you all who further the realtor profession and make everyone here at the Iowa City Area Association of Realtors proud to be part of it with you. Congratulations to you all. Good job, Phil. One little recognition I didn't notice until the last minute here. I see Carrie Mulford in the back with our kids. I want to say thank you for coming. I appreciate it. It's probably the only moment I'll get there. It's about bedtime. But now it is time to install our 2022 Board of Directors. I ask the following individuals to join me up front. Mr. Paul Park. Annabelle Torres. Adam, where you at? Come on down. Adam Pretorius.
Adam Pretorius.
Where you at? There you go. I need to say his name louder, apparently. Tyler Riddle.
I hear you better when you don't use the mic.
We have the same suit. Who wore it better? Shouldn't have asked that question. Phil, get back up here, please. Yeah, he's already up here. Jared Ruth. Katie Chiluba. Emily Walsh. Alexa Lambie. Whitney Stormer. If everyone could please help me welcome Jen Burkhamper, 2021 President of the Iowa Association of Realtors.
Hey, you have my script? Okay. I don't like to stand in front of you guys, though. Thank you for allowing me to be here tonight with you guys. Your board has killed it. You guys deserve another round of applause. My gosh. Good job, Tracy. And as far as RPAC goes, holy cow, great job, Tyler. We are about 13,000 shy of our state goal. So again, if you have anybody else that hasn't invested this year, Shaner will be knocking on your door. Okay, well, this is the best part of my job. And the individuals in front of us here have elected to serve in the officer capacity for the Iowa City Area Association of Realtors. I'm sure this is an honor to you and that you are mindful of the objectives and obligations of being an officer. The objectives are to serve in your position to the best of your ability, promote high ethical standards, and to be politically active with regard to the realtor issues. Of course, you are to attend all appropriate meetings and keep your fellow members informed. You are to act in an executive capacity as your office requires and help committees in the performance of their duties, and if necessary, sign documents required by the association. Please remember that your character and devotion are priceless assets. You have been identified as a leader by your members, entrusted with the duty of your office. Please raise your right hand. Do you sincerely promise that you will administer the office to which you have been elected to the best of your ability and judgment in conformity with the bylaws and constitution of the Iowa City Area Association of Realtors, that you will observe and enforce the code of ethics of the Realtors, that you will uphold and support the Real Estate Commission and the enforcement of licensed law, that you will uphold and support the Iowa City Area Association of Realtors, the Iowa Association of Realtors, and the National Association of Realtors, that you will in all your acts be governed by the principles of honesty and justice, that you will endeavor to promote and safeguard the best interest of your association and the welfare of its members, and by accepting their position on the board of directors, each individual that you see subscribe to these values. By the virtue of the authority conferred upon me, I do hereby proclaim you duly and officially installed to the office by which you have been elected. You didn't have in here that they're supposed to say they do. Do you guys promise to do those items? All right, well, thank you very much. You've been installed. Your script is a little different. Good job.
Thank you, Jen. I would now like to invite Mandy Webber to install our 2022 President, Tom Webber.
Thank you. Tom.
Yes, ma'am.
It is an honor to install you as the 2022 President of the Iowa City Area Association of Realtors. Do you vow to be home for supper every night? Just kidding, this is for realtors, right? I'm joking. Tom told me to stick to the script. Sorry, guys. Please raise your right hand. You have heard the obligations and oath of an Iowa City Area Association of Realtors officer. Do you abide by this oath, always keeping the best interests of the association above all others?
I do.
I now pronounce you duly installed and inaugurated as the President of the Iowa City Area Association of Realtors. Congratulations.
Tracy's back. What do you got?
That's me. Yep. We're down here.
Right there?
Yeah, we're down here.
Whose turn? My turn, his turn. Tom, it is my honor to pass the gavel to you. I gotta do this one more time.
Thank you, Tracy. It is an honor to hand the gavel from you, or to be handed the gavel, sorry, past tense. And in return, we have something awesome for you that you can't walk away without. It is the appreciation for outstanding service as our outgoing president. And you've been awesome to work with, a lot of laughs. It's been fun, and we'll see you around next year. You're sticking around. All right. Let's give it up for Tracy, everybody. So again, congrats to all our award members. Fantastic job. Well-deserved accomplishments. Thank you for doing such an amazing job in our community and in real estate. So to our fantastic members, our special guests, thank you for coming this evening. It's great to see you all in person again. Thank you. I want to give a shout out to ICAAR staff. Where'd they all go? Anywho. Tyler, thanks for taking the reins and getting here, ICAAR, and guiding the ship as we navigated the last few years. Done an outstanding, tremendous job. Keep that going. Megan, yeah. You've been great at spreading the word and creating the word for ICAAR. You've been fantastic. You got a great skill set, and we're truly appreciative of your hard work. And Nancy. Thank you, Megan. Nancy, our technical wizard and long-lasting steward of the MLS, lock boxes and so much more. Yep. Give a round of applause for Nancy. She's always there when you call. Sincerely, we really appreciate all your hard work. You guys are awesome. You're keeping things on track, and you make us all look good. And, the three of you guys together, you're making our success happen for us as well as what we're doing. So thank you all for doing that on our behalf. And, again, let's hear it for our great staff, everybody. There's a lot to celebrate here tonight. 100 years. I mean, that's a really freaking long time. That's impressive. It's truly a milestone and a huge feather in the association's cap. A great deal has happened in this country over the last period of time. And what I love is that at the core of home ownership has been the realtor. We've been the #1 asset to our community and their success in buying and selling homes. Of course, massive change has happened over those 100 years, and we're on the precipice of the next major industrial revolution, if you will. Life is happening and changing at a pace that makes our heads spin sometimes as realtors, and we're constantly required to adapt to the changes. Some principles that have kept us in business the last 100 years and mean a lot to me personally have been integrity, professionalism, advocacy, and trust. But I'd like to quickly share a story about integrity that landed me one of the best deals of my life. My wife, Mandy. So we were dating in Chicago, and I was working as a commercial real estate agent for landlord and tenant reps, along with some luxury student housing builds. And my client, Frank, was a great, fantastic, hardworking entrepreneur that ran a family sub shop downtown. Well, unfortunately, his building was sold to some new ownership that frankly wanted him out. They were going to do some revamping and retooling and modeling and all that good stuff, whatever. Sucks for Frank, though. His lease was coming due, and we started looking at new spaces, and that was his old shop there. And there was this spot right on Michigan Avenue. Michigan Avenue, right? If you've been to Chicago, you know about Michigan Avenue. He liked it, but it was, drawing him some hesitation. He didn't think his customers would follow him there. What? But in Chicago, a half a block in the wrong direction can make or break you. It's true. Well, I sat outside that space for 3 days in a row and counted foot traffic. I counted the heads walking by at lunch rush. And I wanted to assure him that any lost customers would be found by new ones. So just before negotiating a lease, he'd found out that his wife came down with cancer. His world was crushed. It was at that moment that I told him to do what he needed to do to help his family. He was contemplating seriously shutting down the store. Weeks had gone by, and I met him to see what I could do to help him and see how his wife was progressing and what was going on with her. But never once did I pressure him to make a move because time was ticking. Never once did I think about myself and how I really desperately needed a deal to land at that time. It was always about him and his situation. We ran the numbers again. We scoured the market one more time. And he determined that this was a great option. So he took a huge leap of faith, and he signed a lease. Fontano's Subs is still operating successfully today, and Frank took the bull by the horns and made the new store a huge success and added all the new items he had been telling me he wanted to add for years but never had the adequate space for it. Shortly after the move, he got rated best sub shop in the nation by Zagat. Circling this back to how it was a pivotal moment in my relationship with Mandy. She knew the pressure I was getting in the office to have him sign so he didn't have to worry about it. But she was also seeing my integrity and sincere concern for Frank. She was proud of how I handled the situation, and I was proud of my client Frank for taking his time and doing what was best for him. True professionalism shines through in many moments in a transaction or the development of a client relationship. The trust that they place in you to help them secure their biggest asset should never be taken for granted. And I oftentimes will look down at my hands when things get super busy, and I will remind myself that I am juggling people's lives in the palm of my hands. So I pause, I reset, and ensure that they are aware of all that is going on and what is coming down the pike. For us handling these transactions daily, we can see things as annoying or frustrating at times. We've all been there. But our clients see these as huge life moments or leaps of faith, just like Frank. They're making a major investment in their life and their story. So developing empathy and having patience for each of them is key as they trust us in the process. I want to thank you all, the members of ICAAR, for trusting me to lead this board today. I've been in the business for 16 years and new to Iowa 7 years ago. I've served on the board of the committees for the past 5 of those 7 years. And building relationships with you all, working together outside of real estate deals is what drove me to volunteer. And I do believe with these core principles and strong voice in the community, advocating for the people and showing them who we are, that there is no doubt we'll be here for the next 100 years. I think that's important. And so is now my first order of business as your president is to announce our committee chairs for the 2021-22 year. So please stand as I call your name to be recognized. Bylaws and Forms, Robin Supel, Urban Acres. Robin, are you here? Not here? All right. Budget and Finance, Adam Pretorius, Lepic-Kreger. Commercial, Mark Lynch, Skogman Realty, who's also not here. Community Outreach, Jamie Venzen, Lepic-Kreger. Education, Joni Eubank, Skogman Realty. Member Services, Becky Halsch, Urban Acres. Phil O'Brien, MLS Chair, Urban Acres. Political Affairs, Gwen Johnson, Skogman Realty. And Young Professionals Network, Jenna Polk, Skogman Realty. Those are your chairs for 21-22. Get on their committees. They definitely would love to have you on. Let's give them all one more round of applause. Thank you all. So what you can expect from me this coming year is a push for member benefits, an open door, transparent communication, and a focus on developing our agents and these core principles. What I expect from you all is a commitment to your craft, a commitment to these principles, and a helping hand with our association as member volunteers. We are 500 strong, and together we have strength in numbers to see us through any of the coming changes. So as we navigate this next year together, never hesitate to do the right thing, whether it comes to your business, clients, or your personal life. And never hesitate to reach out to me about anything. As president, I am here for you. In the Army, we had a motto of adapt and overcome. And our drill sergeants love to beat this into our heads, this mantra of adapt and overcome. They beat it into our psyche as we were pushing the pavement, doing push-ups nonstop. We actually had 3, but adapt and overcome constantly was in your head. And frankly, it worked, because I use it often today. And right now, I feel it is most important to the modern realtor to adapt and overcome. Things are changing fast, but yet they've always changed fast. Look at the last 100 years. But we as realtors continued to always be present. So, and with that, thank you everyone for joining us. I now call the 2021 annual meeting of the Iowa City Area Association of Realtors adjourned. Don't go anywhere, don't go anywhere. I do look forward to working with you all and to making it a great year. Cheers to the next 100 years. Thank you, everyone.